Thank you for waking up with Happy Ass, where we come together to grow in mind, body, and spirit so we can in turn go out and make the world a brighter and sweeter place to live for ourselves and for others. Cheers. I got my Starbucks. Oh, there's something about that, y'all. Something about going to Starbucks and getting my cappuccino there. I know I can make my own coffee, but why does it taste better when somebody else makes it? Your food tastes better when somebody else makes it. Your coffee tastes better when somebody else makes it. I just love it. And the people are so sweet. They're always so sweet. And when I drive through there, they always comment on my sweet, happy little pink Jeep. Y'all, I don't think I ever want to drive anything but a pink Jeep. What if I lived the rest of my life in a pink Jeep? What do you think? I think I may do that. Well, y'all, I'll tell you, we had a good time last night. Our REALTOR Roundup last night was to raise money for our PAC, the Realtor Party, where we make sure we have enough money to fight for the needs of property rights and things like that. So we had that last night at the bowling alley. And we all dressed up in 80s style with their blue eyeshadow, and my hair was out to here. And I wore oh my gosh, my mother used to wear those things, those little windbreaker tops, baby blue and all kind of different colors. We had a good time. It was really fun. It was really nice. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about today, but it was nice seeing everyone. It was kind of fun dressing up and being silly and enjoying each other. So I enjoyed that. But so, what is it about life that when you want to work on something, it's like those things keep appearing? Like I told you the other day that I'm not real good at confronting people. Actually, I am awful at it. I am like probably on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably a 2. I'm a 2. I will run the opposite direction. I will change zip codes. I will just run from confronting someone. I'm horrible at that. But what's crazy, when you know that you need to work on something, God and the universe keeps giving you opportunities. They keep giving you opportunities. What is it about that happens? And I had a friend in the 12-step program that said, oh my gosh, here comes another growth opportunity. I'm going, sheesh, I don't know if I want to keep having those growth opportunities. But you know what, y'all? As long as we're alive, as long as we've got things we know we need to work on, and that's if we're alive. Okay, let's just face it right now. If you're one of those people that you think you've got it, you've done it, you don't have anything to work on, I just want to see what you're made of. So for instance, I remember one time Joel Osteen was talking about, he had asked God to give him patience because he was very impatient. And he said, I just want patience, Lord. He said, then everywhere he turned, he was getting the opportunity to have patience. Like his wife would say, hey, I'm almost done. I'm ready. That means that 30 minutes later and 40 minutes later, she's not ready. And he goes, what is it? When I ask for patience, I'm in blocked traffic. I'm behind an accident. Be careful what you ask for. So all that to say this. So, I told you that I've got a person that I've got to talk to because of the way they speak to people sometimes, the way they speak to me, and the lack of respect they show sometimes. And I've got to be honest and talk with them. And I am going to do that. I'm not going to keep procrastinating, but that hasn't arisen, and I want to make sure I do it with thoughtful intention, and I'm going to. I'm not just saying that. But then, so yesterday, I said something to somebody, and they said something back to me, and it embarrassed me. I was embarrassed, but I get easily embarrassed. I'm easy to embarrass, to be honest with you. That's one of my things. That's one of my defects of character, I guess. So he said something to me, and I immediately shut down. And then it made me want to, the thing that he said something about, it made me want to take it to heart and go, okay, I'm not going to ever speak to them again. I'm not going to ever call them again. I'm not going to speak to them again. I'm just going to run away. I'm going to avoid the situation. But then it also was, if I address the situation, will I make it worse for the other person? There's a saying in 12-step program, when you're making amends, you make amends to whoever you have harmed or whoever you feel like you have done a wrong to, except when to do so may hurt them and others. Because there's times that maybe coming back in the picture might complicate things. They might hurt someone. They might bring up something that hurts them. It also may cause conflict with other people. You don't want to do that. You don't want to. And another thing that I think this is a wonderful little trick, not so much a trick, but a principle. And I found it so useful, and you may too. There's another saying in the 12-step rooms that says that when you're dealing with situations, we don't cause a crisis. Don't do anything to cause a crisis, okay? But also don't do anything to prevent one. Don't step in. Don't be that go-between person that steps in and prevents one. And y'all, this is another one of those things that I don't have the answers to. I have lots of questions that you'll see in my affirmation today, but I don't have all the answers. I do know this part, that I only grow by doing. I don't grow by talking about it, thinking about it, reading about it, hoping about it. I only grow in a situation when I'm confronted with that situation, and for better or worse, I deal with it and I do it. Y'all, I would love it if life could just be sweet and everybody was sweet. I want everybody to be sweet. I wish I lived in a world with no passwords. Do you know how mad it makes me every time I forget my password? And I think to myself, well, if everybody would just be honest, we would never need a password. You'd never need to lock a door. All those things like that. But that's not life. Life becomes better and better when we choose to become better and better. And when we choose to confront those things with love, with kindness, with grace, at the right time. So that's what I'm thinking about. And I'm just thinking, God, I'm not going to ask for anything anymore. Because I'm afraid he's going to keep on giving me opportunities for growth. So be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. Okay, so our affirmation. Oh, and I want to tell you one more thing before we go. So remember I was telling you about Ben Franklin, and we're going to talk about some of that stuff next week. So I love that. I love working on virtues. I love working on principles, but I also love breaking it down. I love not working on everything at one time. That is too overwhelming for me. That's why I did so much better in college than I did in regular school. Even though I did well in school, I love college because you focused on just a few things at a time. So Ben Franklin did his 13 virtues because it fit neatly into a calendar. Love it. Because there's 4 quarters. 13 times 4 is 52. 52 weeks in a year. I love it. I just love things like that. That makes me so happy. So here's our affirmation today. Growth opportunities. And this will give you something to think about over the weekend. Until I see y'all on Monday. Here we go. Growth opportunities. Why is it when I want more of something in my life, I keep running into that very thing? I'm thankful for all the growth opportunities. Not so sure I love them at the time. But life has taught me to be thankful. I think of that mantra. How important is it? Is it my business? What is my best and most useful response in the moment? How can I be kind to myself and to others? What is the most loving thing to do? I am so grateful for all the growth opportunities and the questions that lead me to my most peaceful and loving life. And so it is. Y'all, in order to have the life that I desire, the life I want, the life you want, is in stretching and growing, asking questions, and yes, doing some things that aren't so fun. They're not so fun, but just have to do them, and do it with love. Do it with kindness, patience, love, all that kind of good stuff, and you'll be okay. We'll all be okay. We'll be better than okay. We'll be happy asses. Be sweet, y'all. Bye.